Alrighty everyone, what is going on? It's Strict here, back as always with more tutorial things here on the dev perspective of FiveM. We're going to do an install tutorial on how to install LVC and either server-sided Sirens or let's just name it tutorial. Actually, we'll nest it so I can go in and enable it server side. And today we are going to, like I said, do a install tutorial on SAS, or server-sided Sirens and Sounds, or excuse me, server-sided Sounds and Sirens, and or WM Sirens for your FiveM server. With that being said, if you haven't already followed the prior tutorial at my YouTube channel, we'll do it this way. So I do have, create a playlist for it, a how to add vehicles in your LVC, the tutorial with Luxart vehicle control version 3.2.8 with server-sided sounds and sirens, and a tutorial on WM server sirens itself. With that being said, I'm going to pause that because I'm on my box. Previous tutorial links, Luxart vehicle control links, which takes you to the very, very handy tutorial page on how to integrate this guy, which supports up to, so in here I have the link to the GitHub page, and then I actually am going to open up that guy, which opens up the SAS page, which is what you're going to need in order for this tutorial to work. Which you can go to download code and download the zip file. So again, the FK 1997 server-sided sounds and sirens. I just call it Quad S or SAS. And if we go back to my YouTube channel, grab the, give me 1 second. I always go down here to releases. This is a pre-release version, so the one that I would go to is down here to assets, actually that's 3.29. So what I would do is come down here to the Luxart vehicle control version 3.2.8-rev1.zip, click on it, it'll download, and because we are on my box, we're just going to grab both of those, copy them. We're going to come back to our tutorial folder, and we're going to close that guy out because we don't need it. Paste those. Now what we're going to do is we're going to double click on this. And one thing that you do need to note for LVC, this can be anywhere in your server. Drag and drop that guy in there. If you want all the extra plugins that come with it, grab those, copy those over. Those go into your LVC plugins, paste those there. Now, the dependency that you absolutely have to have is this Rage UI somewhere in your base resources folder. This is an absolute must for any server, which is why, as you can see, mine's right there, and everything works seamlessly from there. Like I said, we're going to go back into our tutorial folder because we're not quite done here. Going to grab SAS, open it. Actually, we're not going to open it. We're going to drag that guy. We're going to copy, paste. What I would personally do is I'm going to single click and rename it SAS. Enter. And we're going to need to open all this up because we're going to need this whole folder here in a minute. I'm going to go back to my tutorial page, and actually for SAS, link is actually right there in the bottom of the comment section. And there also is a disclaimer note that I will also put in this video. All of these items go to their respective creators. I do not personally own these, nor do I take credit for all of these resources being created. However, I am willing as a community person to put tutorials out for you guys to better understand how to work like LVC into your servers with SAS or WM server Sirens. I do not personally take any credit for the creations of them. Those go out to Walshy Mods and FK1997 for their amazing contributions to the community. And with that being said, I am here to help you guys with whatever you guys may have as far as wanting LVC in your server. So again, we're going to come over here. So we clicked on the My Recommended Siren Pack from the above link section of my description on the LVC video, which I'll relink all of these in this video as well, just for ease of access and in case you guys didn't watch the video. So what this has is a Wayland 295 HFS 5A, a Federal Signal, it should be a Smart Siren 2000, or in this case it's a 2000 SM. I think it's a Siren Mastery or something along those lines. Touchmaster Delta, Code 3 Mastercom B, and a Wayland Semcom Gold with fire and rescue tones as well. With that being said, it does come with its own siren table with integration for LVC. So as you can see, these are your default tones. And they do even have the resource linked. down below here as well. So with that being said, we are also going to click this button here, and we are going to I don't know if I can download. So we are going to go into DLC Server-Side Audio, and we're going to download this DLC Server-Side Audio.zip. Double click that guy. Shush. Copy this directory, close this. Like I said, we're going to need to have that folder open for later. This is why. Replace all 63 directories that need to be replaced. SAS is good to go with this drag and drop. Here's where we need to copy what we had before from the code snippet here. Go back a page. Copy this guy again, because I'm a freaking dodo brain over here. And we're going to come over here. Gonna paste all that in there. Actually, I lied. We're going to yoink that stuff. Gonna cut that. What I always do, and this is a recommendation for anyone, put some space. Put those up there. These are going to be the, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 audio banks. So what this does, and again, this tells you where your code goes. So this is your default base game stuff, 1 through 14. And this is where I kind of broke this up myself in my code that I pulled out before making this video. And again, this is kind of another tutorial of sorts, so we're going to come down here. And you can label whatever, you can change out whatever sound sets you want, but this does give you the option for a Siren Mastery styled resource. So you can have a horn and 5 sirens. So whale, yelp, priority, or piercer, sweep, hetero. Or in the Federal Signals case, it's a horn, whale, yelp, prio, rumbler, whale, and a rumbler, yelp. With that being said, again, you'll see this little option 3 denotation at the end of the sound set clause. This is to tell LVC do not play this specific line without having somebody manually toggle it via a key bind in the in your server. So again, this is your 295 Federal Signal Touchmaster Mastercom Bravo. And your CENTCOM Gold, and then you also have a Federal Q siren for your fire apparatus. So what I'm going to do, so I'm actually going to go off screen here. I'm going to pull up one of my codes and pull up our C3 engine with a Federal Q. So we're going to save that. Actually going to also open up that guy. So give me just a moment, guys. We will be right back. Alright, so we're going to go into 5M. Alright. So here comes the fun part of we're now waiting on the server. So WM is going to kind of be the same way in terms of setting up, although there is an extra couple of steps that are mentioned in my WM server Sirens tutorial about how to prepackage your own audio, and you have to follow those steps to the T, otherwise stuff will get convoluted and not work. 9 times out of 10, the most of my support tickets that I get out of my Discord are about, well, my Siren's not working, and I go, well, is your AWC packaged correctly? Which is your audio wave container that GTA, or excuse me, 5M looks at to point it in the direction of the sounds that you need. So I actually do have to wait for the server to come online. Connect. Alright, and I don't think the server's... No, the server's loaded. Oh. And we got hanging error. Oh, there it goes. So we're actually going to have to do something else that I actually forgot to do in our tutorial, which is to set a community ID. So in your settings, let's put tutor for the tutorial, save. Actually, I'll do it from inside the server. But I have to wait for all the resources to load, so bear with me just a second, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so as you'll see, we're in the server, and we'll do car, C3, engine, C3 is our testing vehicle. Oh, I lied. I forgot. Ensure LVC. Because I forgot to set the community ID before... Oh, this is a bad vehicle to test this on. Because my car collisions are messed up, but that's not the point. That's another tutorial for a different day. But, again, as I said... That's the wrong one. Bear with me. I totally botched that tutorial, but that's essentially what I wanted it to do, is I wanted there to be a siren there, and that's not the correct numbering. That is the numbering scheme for my LVC. Slightly different from everybody else's. 40, 50. Save. Come back. F8. Ensure LVC again. And you'll see the Luxart UI pops up. Nice, big, beautiful, clunky thing that it is. Try it again. And that's right. We need to F8 quit real quick. As you'll see, we're back in the code, so I accidentally, I have that set for what it would be in my version of LVC. Again, this is more of a tutorial drag and drop sort of session, so bear with me just a second. Gotta wait for 5M to do its lovely thing called loading. So, yeah, guys, we'll be right back once I get into 5M again. That is also one of the things you cannot do in a live environment, is you can't add a vehicle to the table and expect it to work, because 5M is really, really temperamental with LVC. You have to make sure you either do it while you're out of the server, or restart it while you're in the server and then leave and come back. So, like I said, give me one sec, guys. We'll be right back once we're back in the city. Alright, so we're back in the DevBox city, if you will. As you can see, now they work as intended with the federal queues as properly set as I put them before. Now, what you can do while you're in the city, again, don't mind half the resources I have in here. This is, again, more of a demonstration of the LVC tutorial. Just kill the lights. What you can do, forget that is my damn kill switch. Hide that for a moment. Primary manual tone, which is your R key, and whatever your horn is that guy. Push them together. It's your secondary manual, which is set to the Q high. So say you want to do or set the I personally would do the coast. Do something like that for your fire engines and stuff of the like. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to set the auxiliary to the power call, turn on the Siren Park kill. And what I'm going to do, and this is going to fix your ability to, oh shoot, where is it? Main siren settings. Is turn off the air horn interrupt mode, which does not make it interfere with your main siren. What you're going to do, go to storage management, save the settings, override, which will load it to your personal side for this specific vehicle. So as you'll see, as you can see, the air horn no longer interrupts the power or the queue, which is what I would recommend, especially for fire trucks. There's your power call as your auxiliary, which we set in the options. And then that's what I would do for the coast. And again, that option 3 setting in the sirens is very helpful. So say you want to make the power call be able to exist as your auxiliary, but you don't want it to be a cycle through option, you can set that option 3 in the settings, or the sirens.lua, and it won't cycle through when you do your, like, 4 sirens, but you can set it as an auxiliary. There's only a couple of options that I'd contemplate doing that for, but yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. Hopefully this almost 30-minute tutorial sort of helped you understand how to better install the server-sided audio sirens. And again, WM, go back and follow my tutorial for how to add your sirens. The install process is going to be the same. The only difference is there's a couple different script lines that you're going to need, which I will put in the description for you guys for the WM side of things, because apparently a lot of people got confused about that in the WM tutorial, which I will put in the description of this and that video, sort of as a guideline for how to implement it into LVC, because it is going to require that line. Let me grab it for you guys. It is going to be the RequestScriptAudioBank here. RequestScriptAudioBank, and it's going to be dependent on which resource you're using, DLC underscore Severside audio or WM Sirens, /, and then Siren Pack 1 for WM server Sirens, close the whole group, comma, space, false. Everything is going to be comma, space, false, no matter which resource you're using. So server-sided Sirens is going to be DLC server-side audio, /, let me not do that, OISS, SSA, VEH odd, underscore SSA, underscore VEH AUD, underscore whatever Siren Pack you're using. So if you're using the LSPD old as your siren tones, and again these are interchangeable based off of what you want, you can keep the DLC Sirens, so LSPD, so you can take out the 295, take out the Touchmaster Delta, the Mastercom Bravo, the CENTCOM Gold. I believe I actually pulled out the MCB personally because I needed it in place of, I think it was a Code 3 RLS Siren. And I condensed the fire sirens into their own resource, so it doesn't take up both the BCFD and the SAF or the LSFD sirens. And again, that's kind of how I would do it. Again, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully this again helped explain some things for you, and as always, meteorites, keep it classy, take it easy, have a great morning, evening, afternoon, or night whenever you are watching this. Stay safe. We'll catch you on the next tutorial. Have a good one, guys.